Hey Joe fans, I'm JoeFan82 and this is my video for Cobra Convergence V. This is a massive coming together of G.I. Joe fans across the internet, YouTube, podcast, Instagram. We're all going to talk about Cobra the month of August. It's almost over, it's the end of the month, and I'm coming to you with a video reviewing Arctic Cobra Commander.
Hey Joe fan, looks like you could use a little help there. What can I do?
Hey HCC788, I think I got this covered. I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm going to do this one solo.
Oh. Well, don't need any help at all then. All right.
Thanks. So, like I was saying, Arctic Cobra Commander is one of the...
Hey Joe fan, I can help with some paint touch-ups on that figure.
Painted plastic, yes, I know you're great with the paint apps, but I'm not really needing that for this video, so thanks anyway. Okay, like I was saying, Arctic Cobra Commander.
How about an in-depth analysis on some vintage G.I. Joe action figures?
Joe Motion Videos 82, I really appreciate the offer, but I'm not doing a vintage figure here. This is a modern figure, so I'm not really going to be needing any vintage discussion here, okay? All right, so like I was saying, Arctic Cobra Commander.
Hey JoeFan82, it's your friend, Shabu Are You from Codename New2Hero2. You know what? I think your video could use some commentary on one of the new G.I. Joe comics. What do you think?
Okay, New2Hero2, yeah, I get it. The comics are great, but I'm not covering comics in this video, just the figure. Thanks, though. All right, Arctic Cobra Commander. He was released by the figure subscription service.
Hey, Joe fan. Those figures are looking a little dusty there. Do you need some help cleaning? I'm getting pretty good at it.
You know what, MacDowell, I think I'm okay. My figures are in these cases right now. I dust them every, 10 years, and they're good. So thanks for the offer, but I'm okay. All right, guys, I really thanks everybody for your offer, but I'm doing this one by myself. Okay. Arctic Cobra Commander was released by...
Hey, Joe fan! Looks like you need a face mask. I've got plenty.
Timmer, I'm good. I'm by myself. I'm socially distancing from everybody. I don't need a face mask to do this video, but thanks anyway. All right, guys, let's just move on to the figure review. And here he is, guys, Arctic Cobra Commander in the package. This figure was released by the figure subscription service 7.0 in 2018. He's on a vintage style card. We've got the Real American Hero logo, it says Cobra, Enemy, Cobra Supreme Leader. Nice artwork there of the commander on the left and the figure in the bubble. And the retro Hasbro logo there on the bottom left. Here's the back of the card. We've got that beautiful artwork there on the top, and on the bottom is the file card. And it says Cobra Supreme Leader, code name Cobra Commander, file name classified, primary military specialty intelligence, makes sense, secondary military specialty ordnance, experimental weaponry, birthplace classified, grade Commander-in-Chief. The first paragraph says Cobra Commander wants total control of the world, its people, wealth, and resources. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world domination relies on revolution and chaos. Cobra Commander has personally led uprisings in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and other trouble spots. He is responsible for kidnapping businessmen, military leaders, and scientists, then forcing them to reveal top-level secrets. Cobra Commander is an international threat who is totally ruthless and without a conscience. He uses people and circumstances to achieve his goals, regardless of the chaos and misery his actions may cause. It sounds a lot like politicians, right? In fact, he thrives on destruction and enjoys creating advanced weapons capable of great devastation from his secret Arctic operations base. He vows that one day G.I. Joe will be crushed in the iron coils of Cobra, and the quote on the bottom says, "I'll show you the power of greed, ambition, and ruthlessness." And here he is out of the package. I think he's looking pretty good. To me, he bears a resemblance to the Commander's appearance in the 1987 animated movie. This version has a black helmet, while that one had a blue, but there are some similarities there, which is good because I love that movie. As far as his head goes, there's a very classic helmeted Cobra Commander look. He's got this silver faceplate with the black helmet. It's either usually a black or a blue. And for some reason, mine was not glued down onto the faceplate, so it was, loose. It came off. A little touch of glue will fix that right up. This is a standard silver head for Cobra Commander, and the helmet can go right on the top, and with a little glue it should stay just fine. But I think he looks great. He's got a little issue there on the left side, maybe something with the mold. Looks like somebody threw a rock at his helmet. A little dent there, but otherwise it's looking pretty good. He's got a sort of creamish off-white color coat on with baby blue Cobra symbol, which is nicely done, and a little highlight in blue below that, and a black strap going across his shoulder. Some black pouches, nicely sculpted on his belt, big silver belt buckle. I really like the sculpt on his left hand. It's a very menacing look, like he's trying to hold the world in the palm of his hand. On his belt is a pretty large holster for a handgun. It's black plastic. This flap doesn't really fasten down. It just kind of folds over there. He's wearing black knee-high boots, which are nicely done. You can see a good amount of detail there. His pants underneath the coat are the same color as the coat, that creamish off-white color. But the boots are nicely done. Let's take a look at his articulation. As I said, the top of his helmet was not glued on, so it does move around when you turn his head, but if you glue it on, it should stay just fine. He doesn't have a whole lot of motion or movement with his head with that helmet on. The hood kind of blocks the back of it from moving too far up and down, but he does have a nice motion left and right and a little bit down. Something I think they could have done a little better was made his neck just a bit thicker. It's a little on the skinny side and doesn't look too good when you look at it from certain angles. His shoulders come up about so far. He does a full 360. He's got 90-degree bend at the elbow and a swivel at the bicep. He's got a 360 turn at the wrist and a sort of lateral up and down movement as well. And the left hand has that joint right at the base of the palm, so his hand moves up or back like this. He's got some slight movement there in the torso, a little bit of up and down and side to side. The bottom part of his coat is pretty restrictive with the leg movement there. They come up about that far, not very far at all. And this is a very sturdy piece of plastic, so you're not going to get too much motion. He does have double jointed knees, but you can't really use them to full effect here just because of the way the plastic that they used and the sculpt. Comes with one modern era figure stand. This is significant in that it is white. Most figure stands of the modern era are black. This is a nicely sculpted logo on the top and it says Cobra Commander on the front. A solid white rifle. I'm not sure if this is based on any kind of real world weapon. You'll notice this is a brighter white than what his coat is, so I kind of wish his coat was this shade of white, but this gun could use with a little extra paint app somewhere. I think it's Just a little too white, too plain for me. A nicely sculpted black handgun. The only thing with this is that his finger won't go in the where the trigger is. It won't fit, so it just kind of goes off to the side. Other than that, it looks pretty good, and it fits pretty well into that holster that I mentioned earlier. It comes with this really cool gold Cobra staff. It's a little too long to be a scepter. It's just really more like a staff, and it's very nicely sculpted, excellent detail on it, and a pretty nice piece. And here he is with some other Arctic themed figures, and I think he fits in pretty well. He's going to be up against a member of G.I. Joe. I think that Arctic Duke would be a good choice. This is a little bit of a lazy custom on my part. This was a Pursuit of Cobra Arctic Shipwreck, and I just switched the head out with Duke. I prefer to have my command figures on either side up against each other rather than having like Cobra Commander versus Shipwreck, for instance. I just think it's a better match to have the upper echelon guys versus each other. So overall, what do I think of this figure? Well, there are a few little nitpicks that I could point out. His neck is a little too skinny. His helmet was not glued on when I opened him out of the package. His coat is not the perfect pristine white that I would want. But other than that, I think this is a pretty decent figure, especially for an Arctic figure. And I like seeing Arctic versions of characters that we wouldn't normally get in that environment. It's just something that I've always enjoyed. So I do recommend picking this guy up if you like Arctic figures and you like Cobra Commander. At this point, you're going to have to go to the secondary market to find him. eBay, Facebook groups, stuff like that. He might be a little pricey, so you might want to look around to see if there are some cheaper custom figures that would work for you just as well. If not, this figure does look great with your other Arctic figures. So that was my look at Arctic Cobra Commander. Let me know what you think about this figure in the comments below. And do you like seeing characters that aren't normally in the winter environment put into that environment with their uniform? Let me know in the comments. I want to thank HCC788 for putting on another year of Cobra Convergence. You can check out the full list of everybody involved at hcc788.com. There's a link in the description. I'd like to thank everybody that made a little appearance in this video. You can see all of their channels in the description. Go ahead and check them out. And if you like this video and you'd like to see more, you can hit the subscribe button and hit that bell for some notifications. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.